Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe Chinese. Let's continue to explore some actions or motions horses do. 奔 is today's expression. Even if actually here, the 奔 depicts a human jumping over in wilderness, we do use 奔 this concept on horse as well, especially if they run at top speed, something like that. Okay, so here is humans' top speed hurdle running that visually we can see this 2000 years ago's dictionary got this person split in the air, like a big strides in the air, and even have the detail of the head bending forward. That shows the effort of the person trying to run fast, right? And it's over this trident looking things. Three of them means heavily dense or a big cluster of those wilderness bushes. So this trident looking thing is the plant simplification. So without specifying what exact plant that is. So all the sun-facing anti-gravity upward growing plant things are captured by this trident-looking thing. So three of them just means multitudes, many, many, and that shows it's in wilderness. It's not even like a human already controlled environment that already got those wilderness, such thick, dense population of wildlife already cleared out, right? So it's not in a clearing. So it's kind of cross-country running-ish, but in a more, I guess, wilder environment. Okay, so that's 奔走相告. We're talking about a run and a walk, so two speed of moving across space. 相告, mutual tell. So mutual tell means spread the word. By some point, it's hard to say. It's hard to tell the chain of message anymore. One tell another, and that person could tell back because nobody can keep track of who is telling whom. But eventually, 奔走相告 means the news spread. So I guess that's the ancient way of the word spread by one person tell another person. So word of mouth, basically. And because this is, I guess, some critical and time sensitive or scandalous things happen that warrant that people would run and walk to in order to pass the word. So 奔走相告 is almost like could be at a scale of like a new national policy. Say you're going to tax X% more or something. That's impacting livelihood of everybody. And then, people would 奔走相告, will tell each other, spread the word fast. All right. 疲于奔命. 疲 means tired. 于 means about tired from what? So this from 奔命, running life. Okay, 疲于奔命 basically is a Chinese way to describe rat race. In English, we use alliteration, rat race, and we're also comparing human lives as if they're rat lives. It's almost like purposeless, and you're just churning the wheel because you're told to, or other rats are doing so. It's kind of a chase to the bottom, kind of use up all your time. In pursuit of something, but it's really kind of pointless, like why you're keeping yourself so busy. But that's the feeling of this trapped, and you're part of this cog in a big machine of the society, and then you have to do this kind of helplessness. I guess both language feel that. 疲于奔命 is Chinese way to say somebody who keep themselves busy and they keep running. And I guess running give it a sense of urgency. And it's okay that we sometimes have high adrenaline, some emergency situations, but you have this chronicle emergency sense of feeling, then probably something is wrong, right? So 奔命, we use this 奔 this running and you're running for your life, almost kind of situation. In order for you to sustain your life, you have to keep running. In a way, it's true. Yeah, we have to keep moving, but 疲于 it gives you the sense of eventually you're going to exhaust yourself. It's not to your own benefit that you have to keep running for life to make a living. So 疲于奔命 a lot of times is an overview of I guess many people's status in life that's so stressed and non-stop hustle bustle kind of life. Okay, 私奔 versus 奔四. That's another language trick. We flip the order of the two pronunciations. And it's not a complete pronunciation. What is it called? So you flip the order 私奔, then 奔四. So it's a falling tone versus 四 is a flat tone. So it's not a perfectly mirror image of the two sounds. But 奔is the same, 奔, run. So 私奔, private run. What would you think that will be? Chinese have this 私奔 concept as a translation or equivalent. I'm not sure it's a translation actually, but because apparently we have this expression. So run, if you run, that almost give you the sense of it's not planned. It's not the best way to act. So it's almost like reactive to a certain situation, right? And then 私奔 private run. So that means you have to keep it a secret, secretly running away from something. And that's equivalent to English elope. So in English, elope, I guess it's possibly romanticized because you're kind of taking a certain risk to preserve the relationship that you value so much. So you kind of go against societal pressures, right? That's elope. You kind of illegally going out of your social network just so you be with somebody. That's elope, and 私奔 is a Chinese equivalent to that. And we use private run to describe this urgency, this secrecy, and you're running away from your life, your previous life. Okay, 奔四 is again we have run, and the 四 actually here means the fourth, the number four, the fourth decade in your life. So 四 we just say 四 instead of say 40, which is the complete 40, full spell out. And because it's used frequently enough that when people say 奔四, that we already know, we use a single digit to represent the decade we're in, right? So when we say we're running or we're approaching 4, that means we're almost 40 years old. So when we say 奔四, that means you're 35 plus. So two very different applications or meanings of the expressions, sound similar, totally different, but both use the word 奔. So one of them is, okay, I guess both of them give you the sense of urgent, that you have to run away. One case is secretly run away, but the other one is time is running out. There is this sense of urgency. You're really running as if not out of your own will, like you are unwillingly running toward that number 4th decade of your life. So that's 奔四. That gave you the sense already of a value judgment in there. That is not a situation you want to face, especially people in their 30s. Probably people will have this age and anxiety more than say 奔三. Probably doesn't sound that bad, but one 奔四 is more. It's almost like, okay, half life is done. What have you done? That kind of, questioning, existential crisis kind of thing. So that's how Chinese experience 奔四. There we go. But I have to put on this hurdle run imagery to give it a sense of 奔. In Chinese, we describe it just like that. You have to split your legs to jump over hurdles, and that's the speediest way you can run. And run not in a flat, easy terrain, but run across obstacles. So that's the kind of 奔 we're talking about. Thank you for your time. See you next time.